Right, well that's Mia's dinner sorted out for a few days. Do my little bit about carbon footprints and climate change today. I've already tried it. I'm trying to talk about it whilst riding the bike, but a bit unsuccessful that. So what I've done is I've made a recording and I'll put it over the video. If I can. I don't really think about it much. It's not a subject I think about a lot, but because I don't actually believe in this climate change nonsense, I thought I'd better look it up a bit, and the recorded bit is just me trying to explain what I know about the subject, which is not very much, but you know, I've looked up a few things, and that's what I'm going to do. Tell you what I think. You notice I've got my new side lights on, my new spotlights or whatever they are on my bike. I don't know if you can see them. Let me point the camera down a bit. Maybe you can see them now. I'm not sure about them. They're no good. The wires have detached from one of them already, and the other one's looking a bit hazardous as well. So I haven't actually wired them in. I never intended to be honest. But even if I wanted to now, I can't. Well, I mean, I could, but I'd have to do some resoldering, and I don't know where the wires go, so anyway, that's that. I think I might paint them black, well, the back of them anyway. I'm going to stop here just so I can finish this little recording, so I can do the next recording without talking and add my audio to it. I've got to say it, there's a lady who walks. I'm going to try and talk about climate change. Not that I'm scientific or anything, but I've done some research, and I'm not a great believer in climate change. Now, before I did any research into it,
I don't really know why I didn't believe in it. I just didn't. It just didn't make any sense to me. But I now know, or I think I do. I mean, maybe I'm still wrong. Maybe I've been listening to the wrong people. But as far as I'm aware, the climate change alarmist people think that there's too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Correct me if I'm wrong. Carbon dioxide, CO2. It's one atom of carbon and 2 atoms of oxygen. And the argument is that we are catastrophically, I can't even say it. We are going to, anyway, the argument is that they think, the alarmists think, we're going to change the climate and it's going to be catastrophic. There's actually a government, an intergovernment panel called the IPCC, which stands for Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. CO2 from fossil fuels, which make 85% of our energy use, must be reduced to 0 by 2100, they say. 2100 is 2100, not 9 o'clock tonight. Oh, sorry about that. If it's not, the IPCC say that we're all going to die. Well, I mean, I'm going to be dead by then anyway. That's what they say. And all I know is, and I know this is a fact, this isn't made up. We need carbon. Life needs carbon. And the carbon that we need for life comes from the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The fossil fuels we use today was once in the atmosphere as carbon dioxide, and the plankton in the seas and the plants on the earth consumed it to live. Coal, oil and natural gas are the remains of all those creatures and plants that consume the carbon dioxide. All the heat and pressure that was created deep in the Earth's crust, that's where they came. That's where fossil fuels come from. Oh, I think I'm getting it right. So fossil fuels are 100% natural, organic, and they came from energy from the sun, solar energy. If there was no carbon dioxide in our atmosphere, the Earth would just be a dead planet. Take away CO2, and then you would have catastrophic climate change. Tell the alarmists that.
I've got to say it.
They-
There's a lady who walks.
These alarmists say that CO2 is a pollutant, but it's what makes life possible. How can it be bad? These alarmists say CO2 levels are getting too high, but if you look into the history of life on Earth, and I've done a little bit of looking into it, not much. If you look into the history of life on Earth, carbon dioxide, years back, millennia back, was at much higher levels than it is today. When life first began, when it first became more than one or two cells, CO2 levels were up to 10 times higher than they are now. We're actually living in a low carbon dioxide era. Greenhouse growers all over the world actually have to add CO2 to promote plant growth, because higher CO2 levels in the atmosphere boost food production and plant life. Now the population is growing rapidly, and billions of people will need to be fed. So we need carbon dioxide. Good news is the Earth is actually getting greener due to our higher levels of CO2. Carbon dioxide is not a dirty word. Carbon dioxide, CO2, should be a cause for celebration. It's what gives us life. There's my little take on it. Thanks for listening. Look after yourself. Breathe that good stuff in. Bye.
That's it. That's my little talk on carbon dioxide, CO2. Hope it made sense to you. Didn't make any sense to me. But the bonus was, we saw the lady who walks. And it's been quite a long time since I saw her last. I'm very happy about that. Right, I don't know if I've already said goodbye or not in the recording, but I'll say it again, and thanks very much for coming for a ride round with me. I hope to see you all again soon. You look after yourself, okay? Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.